My name is Ritu Narula. I'm actually not from Montgomery County. I'm from right around the corner, Alexandria, Virginia. But that makes it even more exciting and interesting to be here with everyone today.
What are the key things you want people to know about Woolsville's history and about life in Montgomery County today, as you see it?
Yeah, and that question's really interesting in particular because I didn't grow up here, but I grew up 45 minutes away from here, and what's been so profound for me is that this history exists right around the corner, and it certainly exists where I grew up, and the fact that I grew up not knowing about it, and when I think about my story and the story of my community, it made me realize how many stories are not told. And so being here today has been striking and kind of sad, but also really encouraging because it's not too late to tell those stories, and we're hearing them now, and I'm hearing them now, and now I get to participate in helping to share that story with other people in my community who may not know. So even though I'm not from here, I belong here, and it's just been really special to participate, and I'm really encouraged by being here.
What do you hope that folks will take away from your being here today, not being a resident of Montgomery County or Bozeman?
Yeah, that we have to actually look up from our day-to-day, look up from what we're doing, look up from what's familiar, step outside of our comfort zones, step outside of our neighborhoods, because a lot of times we see each other as really different and unfamiliar, and so we don't participate in the experiences and journeys that other people have. And by even driving across a highway to be here today, I was able to participate and understand and hear a really, really important story. And so for me, it's remembering to look up and to really invest in the people around me who may or may not be familiar.
Next question: what makes you the proudest of your heritage?
So I am Indian American. My parents were immigrants and came when they were in their early 30s, but I was born here. And what's interesting to me is I think growing up I always used to struggle about otherness. I wanted to fit in with the kids at school. I spoke Hindi at home. I eat Indian food. And so coming to school, it was like, I wanted to hide that, right? Because I wanted to fit in. And I think when I think about my heritage, it is both, the country and the community from which my parents came and which are part of me, but also the ones that I've experienced in the decades that I've been raised in this country. And so what's proudest to me is that I think I've been able to find out who I am within the mix of both of those heritages. And I'm my fiance and I are getting married in 2 weeks, and which is, oh my goodness. But what I'm really excited about there is that we have an opportunity. So he's not Indian American, but we have an opportunity to create our own traditions that is a combination of all of who I am and all of who he is. And so the heritage and stories and sense of self that we have individually, I think, will be the core of who we are as a family together. So.